What wonderful outside noises. Hello, everyone. I am back with Batman Return of the Joker. This game is... I don't know why it's Batman. It doesn't really play like a Batman game like it should, you know? You'll see. But it is still probably the most gorgeous game on the NES, sprite work wise, and it has amazing music, of course. It's soft. Alright. Let's get ready to go. And let me restart my timer here. Alright, so this is Batman Return of the Joker. As you notice, Batman's sprite is very, well modeled. It looks great. Especially the Super Nintendo and Genesis version. They both look great. No, but seriously, the sprite work in this is pretty damn good. Oh my god, a Zeppelin. Zeppelin. Alright, well here's one of the biggest downfalls of this game, why most people probably don't really enjoy the speedrun of it. It's got a ton of auto-scrollers in it. And not like a well-designed auto-scroller like a shmup. They're pretty empty. I'm just gonna punch the wall over here. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. They'll get stuck in the left side of the screen and just keep shooting at you, and it's really annoying. Yo, listen to this music. My voice wasn't messed up. I've had the flu this month and it's not been good. But if my voice wasn't messed up, I'd try to sing along here. This game is amazingly fun. It is also one of the most mash-heavy games I've ever played. All the bosses are super mash-heavy. Got him before he could get a shot off. I love the whole power level thing. It's so crazy. The bosses in this game, they're so interesting, for what they were going for, it's really cool. That's fun. I'd rather just not fall there. But you can't slide and kill enemies, that's always fun. Yeah, this is, by far the most mashing game I've ever played. And I've played a lot of pretty mashing-heavy games, but the bosses in this game are just absurd. Wasn't too much to talk about that level, it was just maneuvering through it. We're going back to our N here. We're going to be using this N a lot because it's decently powerful. It's not the most powerful weapon, but it's decently powerful. And there's 2 streams of it, which means double damage, and it's way more mashable than anything else. So this weapon happens to be the winner of all the weapons that you get to choose from in this game, because it's just... If you can mash really well, it's definitely the most powerful weapon. Here's the problem with these auto-scrollers in this game. They leave them so empty. I put the controller down. Nothing else to do. Alright, this is one of the worst stages coming up here, 3-1. That's not good. Hopefully that hit won't do anything. We're gonna play it safe here. Okay, there we go. Can avoid that one. This... most of these are just, completely unavoidable situations. which makes it really sucky. I will make it to the next part, though, which I'm happy about. Oof. I will take a death here. 3-1 is such a brutal stage. But we'll just take a death right there. That way we get our health back and it's less scary. There's a part you have to damage boost through here that's way faster. Oops. That's fine. Avoid that individual. Here's the damage boosting section. It's hard enough to get through there without the life, but we might as well have it, you know. Oops. Alright, let's see if we can get through this part. The spikes are one-shot kills. Nice. Okay. Phew! That went well. That stage, probably the toughest overall in the game. I'm gonna see this boss now and realize where I am on. And dead. Alright, it's time for the most mashiest, heaviest boss in the entire run. That's exciting. But first we gotta go through an auto-scroller. Naturally. Games. Oh yeah, those items I'm picking up, those lead to, if you collect enough of them, you become invulnerable for about 5 seconds. And you continue shooting your weapon. It wastes a second as it charges up, so we don't normally get it in the run. If I get enough to get it, it's fine. Alright, we're gonna switch over to the C here, because the C is the most powerful weapon in the game. The old record had a lot of use of it from Funk Doc. Funk Doc admittedly said he cannot mash like really hard, so he had to come up with some other strats, and he has a great time in this game. But this game is so stupidly mash heavy that it's crazy. Like, I dread ever returning to speedrun this game. I love this game. I love speedrunning it for events. But it is so mash heavy. Alright, so we're gonna switch over to the B for the only time in this game. Because this coming up boss, it's a strat I came up with. As you can see, there's these little boomerangs you shoot out. They also actually seek, which is the important part of them. We're just gonna kill this thing real quick. We're gonna need it for the boss coming up. And this auto-scroller section is probably the dullest in the entire game. There's just really not a lot going on. We can dance though. Oh, look at how fluid those sprites are. That's so good for the NES. That's so good. We can just talk about how good the sprites are in these scenes. Look at that. And we can fist pump. Yeah. Oh, went the wrong way. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I know I brought up mashing a lot, but it's honestly like 90% of this speedrun is mashing. The 10% of dodging and movement is its own thing. 3-1 and 5-1 are probably the biggest stages for movement. Alright, as long as you stay out of these, like, conveyor things, it's fine. Alright! And now we're done with this stage, but for some reason we have to scroll up much farther first. Alright, boss time. Here's the most mashiest boss, maybe? Just because of how long it is. But the old strat for this one was actually get C. You'll visually see it later. It's to get the C upgrade. Sit in the corner and use its ability to, when it hits a wall, it shoots off 4 directions. And one of those directions pretty much nails the boss every time. But it was about 3 or so seconds slower or something than this. So why not ruin my arm for a couple extra seconds, right? Alright, so 5-1. The other heavy movement stage. Hopefully it goes well. This is the one stage at GDQ that I died in. I was actually on like killer pace, and this stage said no. I was very sad. What happened was this enemy right here hit me in the back with a knife. I went to do that, but it hit me in a knife right there, and I fell in the water. I was like, no! Okay, that went really well. I'm happy with that. Alright, now we finally switch back to the Enon upgrade here. I don't needle. I don't actually know what it stands for, but the dual shooting weapon that looks a lot like the weapon from Fester's Quest that we're going to see here very shortly. Oh. And of course, auto scroller. This is, we call this tune the Poverty Gremlins track, because Gremlins 2 on the NES has very similar sounding music to this one, which is also a Sunsoft game. Cheers to that. Alright, so we're going to stage 6. So it's not too bad. Oops. What is when you do dumb stuff like that? Now we're fucked. There we go. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Some fallen platforms there, but before we even get to the music, we're already on the second part of the stage. And this is when we fight a clown tank. This is the stage's mini-boss, as a clown tank. But we get to hear that killer tune again. They're very proud of that tune, as they should be. It's really good. Why is it Tank 329? I don't know, but it is. Why does it have a purple hatch? I don't know, but it does. These are all things you have to question and never have answers for. The Joker's about to return right now, Cad. That's a good question, because we're now fighting the Joker. Oh, this is like the second match after this boss in the game. Just strictly because of life total. Like, it's so much. Just mash away. Woo! This game will give you an arm workout. Alright, so stage 6 down. We're on the last stage now. Flowing pretty nicely here. Let's get our slide on. Which is definitely faster than moving, but there's so many cases where there's just no reason to use it. Okay. Yeah, the movement on this stage is scary. With these bubbles and everything, we charge our weapon to make light of those bubbles, but those bubbles suck. Alright, last boss, the Joker, again. This is the strat we would have been using earlier on the one boss. This is the old strat. This is by far the best strat for this boss. Like, the power level just drains. And bad, not bad. This game, incredible music, incredible sprites. It's just very sad that they made it mostly auto-scroller. But it's just I just love this game. And then this bittersweet tune as we are victorious. Another great song in this game. Okay, that's it for Batman Return of the Joker. Coming up next, I am bringing you a game probably nobody knows exists, let alone knows it's a Sunsoft game. So let's stay tuned for some Platoon.